captains, are you ready? Racing Legends is here and better than ever. High-octane competition awaits you. Don't miss it. Proceed to the racing track to try your hand at driving the rapid boats and compete with other pilots. This year, Racing Legends start on March 20th and conclude on April 10th as 3 separate one-week-long seasons. Race in a group of 5, win, and place in the leaderboards to get yourself some Racing Legends tokens. You'll be able to spend them in the store for themed goods on the range. It includes Bulletproof Destroyer, obtainable entirely for free as the event progresses. Perfect 10 Cruiser, 3 Commander Guises inspired by legendary racers, and more. Be the fastest and turn the tide.
Hello, and welcome to today's Racing Legends stream. I'm Final Boss, but I'm also joined by our...
Hello, everyone. How is everyone doing?
That was a short intro. So today we're going to be looking at the limited time Racing Legends game mode. We might look at Bulletproof and Perfect 10 if we have enough with the racing mode, and just overall interacting and just make sure everything's going well. So I hope you're all having a wonderful time today, and thank you for joining us. This is our new weekly stream, so you can check in every Monday at around about this time, and this channel will be alive in one way or another doing something else. And today you're stuck with me, and I've just noticed it says Sailing Robin Content Producer on the screen, even though I just fixed it a moment ago. So
I'm not Sailing Robin.
I'm gonna pass you over to Panos while I fix this screen real quick.
So guys, today we do have a very fun game mode to show. As you're all aware, we have Racing Legends live. We've got 2 ships, we have a couple of maps, and a very fun tournament-like system. So we're gonna try to do as good as possible, I guess. I have to confess I'm not really the best when it comes to racing games in general, but I will try my best, yeah. So
I have to put it on the screen to fix it, apparently. So we're gonna do that right now. Hold on.
It's fine. But how are you all guys doing? It's a beautiful Monday.
Very good. I think we fixed it. There we go. Sorry about that, guys.
I'm back.
This is the first stream without the Sailing Robin. As you can tell, it's going really well. There's me setting up the stream for the first time, so you have to excuse any problems. We're definitely winging it today. Okay, so for the Racing Legends, we're going to bring it over onto it. For those who are unaware, there are several changes in this season of Racing Legends. So for those who've already played and played last year, you might have noticed that you no longer manually aim your torpedoes. We have removed the main battery, and we're also testing some interesting upcoming water physics, like some water physics changes. So you'll notice that the ships might be like bobbling around a bit more, or get the impression they're a bit faster. And we also now have the quarterfinal, semi-final, and finals concept. Just to kind of clear any misconceptions, because I saw some in the Discord earlier today regarding your leaderboard and the points that contribute to the leaderboard. So winning first place in a quarterfinal gives you, I think, 1,000 points for the leaderboard. Winning first place in the semi-finals will give you 1,100. And then I think winning first place in the finals will give you 1,250 points towards your leaderboard position. And to get up to the next stage, you have to place in the top 3. If you don't place in the top 3, it resets. So if you're in the semi-finals and you place 4th, you'll go back to the quarterfinals. If you place in the top 3, you'll work your way up, and you'll work your way up until finals, where if you place first place, you get your large contribution for the leaderboard. So I have the chat over here today. So let's. I say we just dive straight in.
I think it's time to demonstrate.
Would you like to start us off,
I
Panos?
will start off, and I have an insane strategy, actually, on how to exactly win in this game mode. So I studied all the numbers, all the parameters, the maps, everything, and I have determined that you need to pick the ship painted red because it goes faster. I don't know if it's true in the stats, but It's red, so it goes faster. So we're gonna go with that one, okay?
is that your insider knowledge?
Yeah, it's common
Go red.
knowledge that if something is painted red, it's faster, and I hope someone gets this reference. We'll see in the chat in a bit.
Bring back the ducks. Well, we brought racing for this. We made some improvements, and it came back for this April Fool's mode. And we're gonna have Orochi show us his racing experience.
Yeah.
We got the circuit map right off the gate, which I think the main predominant voice right now is that you ride the wall a fair amount. There's feedback we've heard already, and we're looking into it.
I'm really not good in racing, guys.
You say as your first place right now.
I'm first place for now.
Boats need more Dakar. We can check out the Perfect 10 and the Bulletproof shortly. So I think we've both played a fair amount of the game mode today within the office.
Yeah.
I think I've played more than
Everyone?
than you. Yeah.
Than me for sure, yeah. And you're actually doing pretty well.
I think I'm doing pretty well in the racing mode up to this point. There are some people ahead of me, and I keep seeing a few familiar names up on the leaderboard. So, hang on. The Ganezan skin looks cool. Yeah, we have the flame skin camos in the store. We can show the store content in a moment. You can get Bulletproof completely for free if you participate in the racing. From my understanding, you have to complete all of the challenges and maintain top 1% to get enough tokens to get the Bulletproof for free.
So if you race well, you can actually make it.
If you race well, yeah, you do well. There's also 3 geysers where the shell color traces are red.
We're gonna show the geysers a bit later, guys, so you can stick around for
Yeah.
that one.
We'll show everything. You're coming in first. Is your second lap?
Yep.
Coming at your second lap now. Pretty significant lead. So one of the things we were talking to the gameplay team about just before we came on stream, actually, we were checking to see if when the game is matchmaking you, if it is putting, like, if it's completely random, or if it's putting you against people in the same, like, stage as you, quarterfinal, semi-final, final. And from what we were told, we believe the matchmaker actually puts you with people in the same stage as you, which is why you might find that the semi-finals and the finals are a little bit more competitive than the quarterfinals.
That makes a lot of sense, because when I went into the finals, I suddenly was not that good. So I don't know what changed.
It means you're playing against people who have came third at least twice in a row before you.
So that's probably why.
Okay, let's have a look. So, will there be more camos in the update? Not Racing Legends related camos. And in regards to the historical ship camos players are asking for, we are actively trying to engage us in the feedback, and we're seeing what we can do.
Yep, so guys, first race is going pretty well. I hope everyone is super impressed with my racing skills.
I mean, you're not riding the wall, which is impressive.
Yeah, I'm finding the optimal racing line.
I would be riding the wall there.
This is not optimal.
Are there unique voiceovers for the geysers? I don't think there are this time around. We did add a unique voiceover to Brady McMurdoff, the St. Patrick's Day guys, and anyone who had previously bought it in prior updates would have received that improvement for free. So we added a unique voiceover to him, and then we put him back in the store. But people who have bought it previously should automatically see that change on their version. And we also added, is it Sarah McMurdoff?
I think so, yes.
Well, I can check. Hold on. We have the female variant, which is in there now, who also has a unique voiceover. Steering wheel compatibility. We don't have a steering wheel compatibility, I'm afraid.
See, guys, their cars are not red, so they didn't do that well this race.
Which boat is better for Racing Legends?
The red one.
One of them is slightly faster, and the other one turns slightly better. So it's really kind of preference. Let me pull the names up here. The Catastroman, is it Romaran? Is the faster one, and the Flash Marine is the one that turns faster. I have been playing a little bit of Racing Legends today, and of the two, I definitely prefer the Flash Marine. I think wall riding on the circuit map can be pretty much inevitable, but for the sprint map, it is definitely, I think, it's the better choice of the two. Already, surprisingly.
I'm actually better on the previous map, I think. Get a bit.
You have the sprint map this time. This is definitely my preferred map of the two.
Like the sprint map, I'm not that good at. But yeah, I'll try my best because this is the semi-final. If we end up in the final, well, for starters, that would be an improvement. Because up until now, I haven't really reached a lot of finals. But yeah, I'd say that I'm getting better. Slowly, very slowly.
It is. It can be a bit of a learning curve. I think we have the limitation of the fact that we're confined to the turning and the control of what is effectively the gameplay logic of World of Warships. So this is why the rudder can sometimes feel a bit slow, but we have made improvements to the rudder and maneuverability of the ships this update for this Racing Legends. But what we're looking at is we're seeing player feedback, and we're seeing our pre-release Supertest feedback is very much on the basis that the circuit map and the track is a bit too narrow for what our game's kind of turning and maneuverability allows. And this is feedback that we've heard, and it's feedback that we forwarded. And I'm also looking through the chat, and I'm seeing people talk about overall feedback and so on. If you have any feedback about the game, we really do encourage you to go to our Discord channel and go into the feedback section and provide it there, because it's here where we take a look and we note it and we report it and we forward it. I think with the Racing Legends game mode as a whole, though, you either love it or you hate it. From what I've seen, anyway.
I mean,
of initial perception.
My first games, I was quite bad. But now I'm seeing that there is definitely some improvement in my racing skills. So we'll see throughout the stream if that will be the case. But yeah, guys, in terms of feedback, you can also join our Discord down below in the description. We have feedback channels also in different languages. So if there's something you want to share, please do it in there. Yeah, this race went also pretty well, I'd say. This is the final turn. Yeah, pretty good.
The feedback is worse, even worse. If a destroyer is able to turn so well in standard, but why not in this game mode? Well, the handling is significantly improved in the Racing Legends mode from standard.
I think it might feel a bit different because the speeds are also way different.
Yeah.
Like the ships are going like upwards of 100 knots. Actually, I need to check like what's the max speed I can actually get. But obviously, like the faster you're going, the less significant like a rudder shift might feel, or the turning might feel. But it's there. It's way improved. Otherwise, you almost wouldn't be able to turn at all.
So yeah, we do have improved rudder. We do have improved steering for the mode. It is honestly just because the ships are going so fast that it feels the way it does, and the acceleration, both the acceleration, are so significantly increased. But also, I think a big contributing factor is that because the tracks can be quite narrow, you get the impression that the turning is a bit rough.
I'll stand here for the photo finish. Perfect.
Okay, so you came first this time around again. So that means you're in the finals, right?
Yeah. It's time.
It's time.
It's my time. Finally. Maybe I win. No way.
Have you guys ever seen a drag boat race? I haven't actually.
I haven't watched one live.
I've seen clips
I've seen clips and I've seen a lot of fails as well.
I've never. I watched the yacht boat racing.
Yacht
On it.
boat racing?
Yeah, they have yacht races. I mean, they're not like giant millionaire super yachts. They're slightly smaller,
Ah, okay.
like almost like sailing ships. But I have watched a fair amount of that. And I'll sometimes, I think Red Bull used to have like speedboat races.
I think there are a few
I've seen
like
occasional
tournament
ones
style ones that are happening every year. I'm not sure where or when, but I know there is definitely like a competition and a lot of competitive teams and brands are there. Like looks kind of exciting, but never got really into it.
Why am I not surprised not Sailing Robin is into sailboat race? I'd say I'm into
That's
it.
actually
I've seen
excellent
it.
for the feedback.
I've seen it. I won't say I'm super into like watching sailing boat races, but when I've seen it, I have continued to watch it. So continue to ignore my main question. Why are they not turning? I actually answered this question like 5 minutes ago, if that. But we'll go again. So the ships are turning. The game mode itself does have improved rudder and maneuverability. I think when we were talking to our game developers, it's like as rapid as we can physically make it. The issue that gives it the perception that it isn't is because the ships accelerate so quickly, and also their top speed is so high in comparison to what you see in standard, that they sometimes have the impression they're not as responsive as you would expect. And I do think just the design of the tracks themselves can be quite narrow in certain areas, which also give that impression. Oh, you're throwing the final.
Yeah, I know.
Orochi. So he's on the finals right now, which means Matchmaker would have put him against people who are also on the finals. So these are all players who have won 2 races effectively in a row in top 3. So the competition is a bit more close range here. Final boss Exile, you're beautiful. Thank you. Snail racing. I meant to say. What do you mean snail? He's going like 100. He's going 124 knots right now. I think these are very, very fast. These are twice as fast as the ships in standard.
Yep.
And also our Racing Legends event-specific ships, the Bulletproof and the Perfect 10, are significantly faster variants. People are asking about the game mode and the choice. It's intended to be an April's event. It's a bit of fun. It's different. Racing Legends is something unique to Legends, which is being developed almost like exclusively by our game group. It's not like a PC port over or anything. It's something that our team worked on and tested and interacted with. And I think there is definitely room for improvement in the game mode itself, but it serves its purpose. It's a fun break from the constant like stream of ranks, arena, brawls. It's intended to be a bit of fun. It's a bit silly. That's why you have all the pickups and, you know, the ramming and the bumping off of each other and things.
You know what could use some improvement? My race.
Did you get my Discord message about in-game music? I don't have my Discord open right now, so I can't check it as we speak, but I can take a look after the stream. And we can go through there. Unfortunately, I think Orochi has not placed in the top 3 for his finals.
It's fine. I blame this on my pit stop team.
They didn't change your tires quick enough, is
Like,
that it?
Race control. And at some point I got a very unfair penalty of not turning at the right second, and yeah, I rammed into an island. But yeah, it was a kind of a good first run, I guess. I attribute both of my first wins to the fact that my ship is actually red. And that's it. But let's go to the actual.
Okay, so we're gonna swap roles now, and
Yeah.
we're gonna have Orochi take over the chat, and I'm gonna be doing the racing gameplay. So we'll go from here. I've been playing the racing a bit, to say the least.
He's actually good. He's actually really good. Nerf the water. Water is OP. I completely agree. We're gonna work on that as soon as possible.
playing it a bit. I'm currently 12. You're welcome to come and knock me down the leaderboard a peg.
No, he's like 12 in the world. Like I don't know.
I was number. So
how you
I
done
was number 1 in our internal testing, and then I was number 1 in super testing. But there are players who have completely knocked me down the peg. I don't think unfortunately I didn't start playing soon enough, so everyone had already reached 12.5 thousand this time around before I could get up there, which is unfortunate. I was 1 or 2 races off getting up in the top 10 on the leaderboard, and then I had to leave to set the stream up. Boo. Okay. So I'm going to run the Flash Marine. I just think it's to be honest, I do just think it's the more
You need to have it in red color though.
In red?
Yes. It's on. You just have to.
I have the white as well, which is kind of nice. It has
Oh,
red on
white
it.
is good. Yeah.
Yeah.
The white skin.
I unlocked these last year on the other April event because I played the racing event back then as well. I think. Okay. Will Ducks of War ever return to Legends? I mean, there's no plans for it to return right now, but it's never say never.
What's your favorite camouflage so far, guys? Please say red. Just type in chat.
So red.
I'm trying to prove a point.
I'm not a big fan of the red. I like the black one.
The red means fast.
The black one is very sleek. Yeah. The white one is a good compromise, though. The circuit map. I ride the walls so much on the circuit map. So much.
It very much has to do with how you use your consumables, offensively and defensively. There's a right time to repair, there's a right time to speed up, there's a right time to torque. Min-maxing that throughout the race does have a considerable effect, especially when you're not first, you're like second fighting there. It's really important that you use your consumables correctly.
What I found for the circuit map is the trick. You kind of want to make sure you're in first before you hit the first barrier. Otherwise, you get like a Monaco effect where you're all just stuck behind each other. And even if you like use a consumable to disable the person in front of you, you just get stuck behind them anyway because there's no room to overtake.
Yeah, your team needs to communicate with you, like the guys at the pit stop, correctly. Where is the overtake section, so you know when to make your move.
I'm not getting any repair pickups though, which is rough. 'Cause if I get hit by another shockwave, it's going to sting.
Yeah, repairs, you need to have like a small stock of them, in case you start getting torped or...
Especially if you're in first place. So from playing, I tend to value the shockwave the least out of all of them because that shoots in front of you. So I try to use as very minimal repairs as I can at the start of the race and save them for like mid and end game. But right now it's really not giving me any repair pickups, which is rough because every shockwave and every torpedo is disabled on me. Of course, he beat me to the pickup there.
And also, if you're first, you do get more repairs, so you can stock up in case someone gets too close and starts to shockwave you or torp you or anything like that.
So here I have the better turning as apparent, but it's not going to matter when we both hit this barrier anyway. So as long as I end up in front of him on this barrier, even if he hits me and like disables my engine, he's just going to be riding my bumper anyway and he's not going to be able to pass. I think of the two, I definitely prefer the sprint. The sprint one with a bit of engine kind of throttle play, you can make sure you don't hit any barriers. But I mean, Orochi is really good at making these corners without hitting the barriers, though. I just wall ride for these. So I'm hoping that I get the sprint map on my finals, as I've said.
Water physics is very nice. Yeah, looks pretty good.
Okay. I think I might have this race because I have the repairs to sustain whatever he wants to throw at me from behind.
Yeah, you should be okay for this one.
Yeah, and I think he already used his engine boost earlier as well. unless the game has been generous and given him another pickup, which I don't think so. But if I win the final in first place, that should bump my leaderboard position up. Maybe into top 10. No, actually, no, top 10's already been secured now for today. Maybe 11th or 12th.
Could Flash Marine and Gas, I guess the two ships, be added to standard ever? As what? Torpedoes? You're just becoming the torpedo? There are no
I don't
guns.
think so. We did have guns in the first iteration, but what we found was that trying to aim the guns and also manually aim the torpedoes along with the racing and the consumables and the pickups was a bit overwhelming for some people, and it wasn't particularly user-friendly. So that was simplified along with kind of trying to diversify the gameplay. In early testing, there were a few bugs that Supertest has identified, and we managed to get fixed before the full release. And also one of the key feedback points we received was regarding the popularity of the circuit map. So as a result of the Supertester feedback with the circuit map, the development team decided to reduce the drop rate of the circuit map, so it will spawn less than the sprint map. It's there to diversify a bit, so you're not always constantly getting the sprint map, but you should just, to stop you getting bored of a specific thing. But the sprint map will definitely drop more, as it has like a heavier weight in the matchmaker.
Also, guys, I'm seeing a lot of suggestions in the chat. It is a fun game mode, yes. I'm seeing some suggestions that look interesting. You can feel free to come in our feedback channels on Discord. Just throw a message there, and we'll see if something is if something looks good enough to actually consider adding into the game mode.
Yeah, we do take feedback, especially for a lot of quality of life choices. A lot of the quality of life improvements we made originally came as feedback points. Oh, I'm racing.
Circuit mode? Yeah.
No, I got the circuit map.
I actually, I don't know, I'm a bit divided, but I think I do better in the circuit mode. I don't know why.
Like right now, I'm preserving my repairs early because I know that even if I pop the repair, I'm just going to get hit by another shockwave in the first turn. And all you need to do is just disable whoever's in the front, and it's going to stall everyone anyway. So if I pop my shockwave here, I disable the front guy, and everyone's going to catch him up anyway, even though I didn't use any repairs earlier on. And I can save my repairs for later on when I actually have a lead, or I have something worth pushing.
Yeah.
Oh, although this guy here is pushing me into a barrier and he's a bit slow.
There is a strategy, I guess, with the repairs where if the block of people, because you might have two or three people at the same corner, everyone getting shockwave or torque. Having the repair will actually allow you to speed up and just overtake them.
The water as well that has been taken.
Add boost pads.
Boost pads is definitely an interesting suggestion, but I think with the current turning and the thinness of the track, it wouldn't resonate very well. It would be interesting if the tracks are a bit wider and could accommodate that extra speed. Like here right now, he's just disabled my engine, but he's stuck behind me, so he can't actually overtake me.
Yep.
So there's real no benefit to him doing that. And I have a speed boost here anyway, so I can just pop that in. He's going to disable my engine now, probably with a shockwave.
Here,
Okay, and that's first lap, we've secured. It's getting a bit tight though.
Can't wait to take my CV into race mode. How?
It's an interesting comment. One of the comments about that.
Orochi, what is your favorite non-war gaming title at the moment? To be honest, I recently started playing a lot of chess. So I don't know if that
Chess.
counts as a title, but yeah, I actually play a lot of chess.
Orochi, the mastermind thinker.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm really hoping.
as a grandmaster in the making at 24, 25.
Honestly, if I get top 3 in the circuit, I'll be happy because I'm really just going to hope I get the sprint for the final. So as long as I make it to the finals, I'll be good. Because that should be all I need for my leaderboard. Unless I get stream sniped and people make sure I don't win.
It's an old game, but it checks out. Yes. I'm really, really bad at it though. I'm like, I used to.
Do you have like an ELO?
I do at well, yeah, I guess it's not an official one. When I was younger, I was at around like 800-900, like really young. Now I'm at like 1.2 thousand ish. I'm bad, but I'm learning. I'm actually studying a bit too.
Studying?
Yes, openings.
Oh, you got like a book?
Well, not a book. I watch videos, but they explain to you like, oh, if the opponent plays this, you have to play this. Oh, this is called, like, I don't know, Karokan, something like that.
So,
You get your answer, and you don't want to get me started on chess. Trust me, like I don't even want to have this conversation because I remember my games and stuff. So yeah, but yeah, you actually made it?
yeah, I came first. I'm on the finals. So hopefully we get the sprint because I really want the sprint. And then it's going to be because the finals can be quite sweaty on the sprint map.
Okay, let's watch someone who actually has a shot at taking the championship, I guess.
Let's say,
Yeah,
say that much.
yes, I'm not that good.
This isn't racing, this is wall hugging. You guys can do better. So we've seen the feedback regarding the circuit. We had it in Supertest, as well. We reduced the drop rate of the circuit map for the reason of that. It is definitely a feedback point moving forward. Like, a lot of this is quite early. I mean, this is a second iteration of Racing Legends. And we made a lot of improvements to the water and the rudder and so on. And also just simplifying the whole process to make it not overly complex.
Okay, it's your favorite map, so.
Yeah, we got the sprint, which I'm currently tryharding quite a lot. Honestly, I'm probably pop my speed boost early, because I feel like if I get an advantage here, I can avoid just the constant wave of consumable usage on these first couple of corners.
Okay. Optimal consumable usage being displayed.
I'm in Giga tryhard mode right now. Give me tryharding Racing Legends.
Where does finals racing skills come from? That's a great question.
I wouldn't say they're racing skills. There are people above me on the leaderboards. There are a lot better players than me.
Yeah, there are like 11 better players in the world right now.
They got there a lot quicker than me as well. Yeah, he's pushing me. Blew my engine, but he's still behind me. Oh. We're gonna grab this. Okay, nice.
You need to close the window. No overtakes.
I'm getting a running commentary. So I have repairs now, which is perfect. So all I can do is, for this section, you can sort of use the parts of the coast that stick out just to swerve and avoid the torpedoes that are coming. The only thing you have to worry about is shock waves, but this is why you kind of hoard your repairs all race. And then you basically just bomb through all of your repairs at this part of the race just to try and avoid them closing that gap that you made early on with that boost.
Plus, if you get torped, like shockwaved in these areas, you might run into an island.
It's much harder to land a torpedo on someone on the second stage on the second half of the track than it is the first, which is why you boost early on to get away from the torpedo spam. Like, I got hit there, but I have enough repairs at this point just to heal them out straight away. And then that corner there is a killer. You avoid that corner because it can throw your whole run. As long as you don't hit that, you can usually just wall ride here, pop your final repair, and that's a win.
You got it.
Yeah, well, yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Pretty good. Well, congrats. At least we get to showcase someone winning. Sorry about that, guys.
Okay, so the same submarine question over and over again. I can see it in the chat right now. Sorry, I was racing, so I wasn't seeing the chat. We have no plans for submarines right now. I feel like we answer this question a fair amount every stream. I think
It's a classic question.
it is a classic question, one of the questions, but it's a fair one. So as you can see here, I got 1,250 points because I came first place in the final. This is, I think, as of right now, the maximum amount of points you can earn for the leaderboard. So, of all the races to win, the most important one you want to be winning if you want to push for the leaderboards is the finals. So I'm at the point where, as you can see, it says score over 1,100 to improve your lowest score. The way our battle fatigue works, because this was another point of discussion earlier, is each day it will only count your 10 best games. But if you have a game that's better than one of the current top 10, it will replace it. So the theoretical maximum you could earn in any given day would be if you got the first place final victory 10 times, because you'd have got 1,250 points for all 10 of your top 10 of the day, right? Which is what's happening in the leaderboard right now. A lot of people have already basically reached the theoretical maximum number of points they could for the day. But as soon as tomorrow rolls around, this battle fatigue will be reset, and any additional races they play will get added to their score. So you should see the leaderboard change a fair amount, like tomorrow. So I'm one win off on a final from being my maximum possible for the day, which is why I'm 11th. And the people who are already in the top 10 are the people who have already hit that maximum. So if anyone wanted a description on the leaderboards and how they work, that is how it works. So you can now feel free to try hard and push for your top 1% for your free bulletproof.
Yep. And also, I'd say that the more you play and the more you try things in both maps, you get a lot better because you understand where you have to turn, where you have to slow down a little bit, what are the points where you're most likely to get torped or shockwave, how to use your repairs, all these kinds of things do help in optimizing how you actually go through the race, and this will lead to more points. But should I give my Flash Marine another go? Try to go for another, I guess, 2 wins and then ending up 4th.
In the finals, going for
yeah,
the final.
Like the classic. Okay. So
and then I think after we can check out the bulletproof and the perfect 10, along with the guises and the other incredible rewards you can earn through this event over the course of the next 3 weeks. Is the steering work as intended? Okay, so I feel like we're getting the same question rephrased as if there's some kind of trick answer that I'm giving you. It is whether something is working as intended and whether something is working like well for the players are two different things. So yes, it is working as intended because it is working as was designed. But whether there's room for improvements on that design is the separate question. And I think that as mentioned, the ships are turning like incredibly well. The issue is that they're so fast and the tracks are so narrow. So I think that the room for improvement here isn't on the ship steering as such. I would think the improvement here is in the tracks themselves to accommodate the limits of the steering more. At least that's the feedback that I provided to our game design team from the initial waves of testing, is that there is definitely an improvement from last year in the ship's handling. This was a key focus point of the game design team that they wanted. This was feedback we got on the first iteration of Racing Legends, and they put time and work into ensuring that they at least made the changes they could. So from the first iteration, there was improvements to the steering, but I think now where the answer we've been getting is that because of the way the game is made, we're limited in that regard. So the way forward might be to review, I think, the circuit map. At least of my opinion, the sprint map is fine. It is possible to get around the whole sprint map without hitting a single barrier if you slow down and turn properly and follow the correct racing line. And I think there's also enough room for overtaking and consumable usage and just overall competitiveness in that regard. It's just the circuit that I think could use some tweaking. And the feedback we've been getting reflects that, is that the circuit is the problem. because of this, we did lower the drop rate of the circuit. It will spawn less than the sprint. It's there to add. It's there more so for variety than anything right now.
Sure, I'm not speaking that much, guys. I'm hyper focused right now.
Will Musashi ever make it back into Legends, and will she ever be able to be obtained without completing the campaign? We don't really comment on whether something is coming or not in the future. We only really comment on something that's sort of in the current update or in the scope of this update. But it really is a case of never say never. I think, you know, right now, there's always the possibility Musashi could return. Sure. I just want a giant hull with one soldier shooting 9 on the back. That's basically Musashi's AA. What do you mean?
Oh no. Well, it's the first.
Yeah, you're in the quarterfinals. So you only have to place in the top 3 to progress to the next stage.
Never mind.
Oh.
Optimal racing line.
Yeah, he hit the
hitting the barriers.
He hit the barrier a bit early on there, and with too steep of an angle, so it dead stopped him rather than him bouncing off it. So you only have to focus on playing in the top 3 for your first and second race. The one that matters for you to get first in is going to be the final. What shell color do the new guises have? They have red. The 3 of them have red, which, as Orochi's already pointed out, is the color of speed.
Yes.
Red is speed.
If you believe that something painted red leads to more speed, then you know, it becomes the truth.
Final. Can there be an option to buy paint with either credits or global XP? To be honest, that's within the realm. There's no plans for it right now, but it's definitely within the realm of possibility. I think that's feedback that is possible. We have already had it as a reward in campaigns before, but we had relatively mixed feedback on it. Like, some people liked it, other people thought we were just purposely putting filler in the campaign to make it worthless, so people get less value for their money. But if paint is a tangible resource that people actively want, and our feedback displays that, I'm sure our gameplay design team can add new ways to earn it through mission objectives or campaigns or through the store. I wouldn't put it out of the realm of possibility.
So, also, Ekptoptos is suggesting commander guys with Orochi dressed as a ballerina. No. I don't think I'll do that.
No, I don't think I will.
I don't think I will. I need more paint. I refuse to melt down SD camos.
That's kind of like a subtle flex in the chat there.
Yeah.
And for those who are watching, Supertest applications have now opened. I think I've put the form link like everywhere. It's on Discord, on Reddit, on Facebook, on Twitter. You can take a look and you can apply. I know we already breached 500 applications before the time of the stream.
We're gonna end up with a lot of applicants.
Yeah, I think the last time we opened it, we had like 1,300, 1,400 plus. And we're probably going to breach 1,000 applications in the first day or 2. And it's a 7-day long application period. So that's going to be a lot of applications, I think, this time around.
Okay, let's go on to the semifinals. Yes, quarterfinals went better than expected, given that it's the map that I'm not that good in.
There's a hack where if you buy skins you already own, you get 150 paint as compensation. Well, that's a hack, more just a creative workaround, but that is a creative workaround. What's the regulations around streaming as a super tester? You can stream, you just can't stream super test.
Yes.
So don't ever show anything unreleased. But there's nothing stopping you streaming. We have had some streamers in the past who have applied and have joined the CC, not CC, the super test program. But we don't allow community contributors in the ST program. Those are 2 separate programs. So if you intend on becoming a community contributor, that's like a separate route to gain that. How many do you hope to bring into the ST team? Well, that really... Okay, there's a difficult answer because we kind of tried to judge bringing in enough where we gain the results we need, but not too many where it's overbearing for our relatively small team internally. My hope this time around would be between 80 to 150 people would be the number I think I would like. Around 80 PlayStation, 80 Xbox. But last time we had over 1,000 applications, and this time we're going to be well above that, I think, as long as the rate carries on as it is. We did remove the OLEG filter question, though, this time. There is no trick question in this one, unfortunately.
What was the OLEG trick question, by the way?
So previously in Supertest forms, we had we would hide, or we wouldn't hide it. We'd put it in plain sight. We'd put somewhere like in one of the page introductions. It would say, "Hey, welcome to the form. You fill this in to apply, and remember, all hail Oleg." And then on the very last page of the form would have a question that says like "All hail?" and those who answered Oleg passed the filter question. It was designed just to try and find people who have like an eye for finer details, and also just running with the constant joke we have about Oleg in Supertest.
If you guys think you got what it takes to become a super tester, yeah, definitely apply.
But we removed that false question this time because it became a very common knowledge that was our trick question answer last time, so it's been removed this time. Why are you guys wasting precious time and resources to create some sort of wave race copy? Focus on training rooms and clan wars, please. There's a separate team. We actually have like a dedicated team working on two different things. I can tell you that confidently that when I say we are actively working on training rooms and clans, it is like a full effort. There are resources and time going towards developing these things. Training rooms was something that we had in the final stages of development, but the issue we unfortunately faced was when we finally had everything, we put all the pieces together and we submitted it for testing. It failed really badly on our quality assurance tests, and there were just issues and problems that meant that it would have been more problematic to fix it than it would have been just to start again and develop it without the issues to begin with. So from what I understand with the game design team is that now they're rebuilding it. With that in mind, there is no ETA for that, but clans, from my understanding, has made relatively good progress, and we're now expecting this to probably arrive before training rooms, even though we had blog posts in the past saying that we wanted to introduce training rooms first. Because of the delays training rooms has had, there is a strong chance that clans will come before training rooms. That's all I really have to say on it right now, because we have a real fear right now, especially internally, of promising you guys something will come, for it to have issues and then be delayed. We don't want to raise like these excitements and then have another issue like what happened with training rooms. So it's in the works. It is actively being worked on, and we really do want it in the game as much as you guys do. Especially me personally, I think it's a great community focus. Like it gives players the tools to play with each other and create their own communities and their own events, and I think that's a really important resource and a really valuable resource for both just the health of the community as a whole and also just the health of the game as a whole. I think there's no complaints here from us about you guys having extra tools to have fun. It's just a case of we're working on it. We are a relatively small team, but we do have people dedicating time and resources to it. So, we will share news with you once we believe we have something tangible enough to share news with you. And there are definitely, we can see that you guys want it. It's requested everywhere, and people are so vocal about it. And we're just as passionate about bringing it to you guys as you are. Like, at the end of the day, people like to villainize us sometimes and say we're evil and so on, but we are as passionate about this game as you guys are. I mean, when you look at our team, a lot of us have traveled across the world to be here to work on this. I've left my family and friends in the UK to move to Prague in the Czech Republic to join the team to work on, with the team and everyone. And it's the same across the board. We all want this game to be the best it can be. And some of our development team are pouring their hearts into this to try and get you guys what you're asking for. So I know we've been saying it for a very long time and you're tired of us hearing it, but all we ask is we please ask your patience. We are actively focusing on bringing this, and it's something which we want in as much as you guys do. As far as time estimations, again, we provided time estimations in the past and there are issues, so it's something we're kind of reluctant to do right now. But again, we are actively working on it. I'm sure I'll probably get clipped and taken out of context here, but this is the most heart on my sleeve answer I can give you, like full honesty, is that we really, really want this as well. And we are very excited to see you guys have it and have fun with it and to kind of just see you guys enjoying the game. So it's being worked on, don't worry.
I think that's a response that covers a lot.
I feel like I spoke too much, but this is a question we get asked so much, and all we can really do is rephrase the same answer because we don't have a different answer right now, and it's heartbreaking, especially for me to tell you, because I'm a player as well, and it's as heartbreaking for me as it is for you guys. It's something that we do definitely want. As someone who doesn't know about clans exposed, what are some benefits that could come with clans? So the current plan with clans is to have them come in 2 iterations. The first iteration is like the social features, so a clan tag, a clan roster, the ability to have like a leader or people with roles that can manage the clan where you invite them in and things like that. That is our first focus, is having like the gameplay logic just to support the creation and the existence of clans, where you can see them, you can join them, you can interact with them, things like that. And then clan battles and other things down the line. There have been conversations internally on this. It is something that we're exploring, and it's something that we would like to potentially bring in at a later iteration. Are you in your finals right now?
Yeah, but
Oh, it's unfortunate.
close.
Yeah.
Had a good start, but yeah, it's fine.
It's yeah, I'm sorry it's not the answer you guys want. We're here and we're really trying, I promise. Like, I see the people behind, like, I see the gameplay team designing them and working on it, and I see everyone trying their hardest. We're not purposely delaying it to milk money or for any of these, like, huge reasons I keep seeing. Like, we want it as badly as you guys do. So as soon as we have something, we'll share it. And we'll be very excited to see all of your reactions when you do see it and you're having fun with it. I think if this was your final, we should check out Bulletproof and Perfect 10.
Yes, we should. Sweet. Guys, feel free to try the Racing Legends mode for yourselves as well. Maybe you'll be a lot better than I am. Since like until the final, I can make it. Like quarterfinals, semifinals, we got this. But during the final, things go wrong.
Honestly,
And by wrong, I mean I just play bad.
if you guys could play it, rather than just come in our feedback and say, racing, I hate it, never bring it back again. If you could come into our feedback and tell us what it is you like about it, or what it is you don't like about it, like specifically tell us what aspects of it you don't like, or what in particular turns you away, or what it is in particular you like, this feedback is worth its weight in gold for us. So if you want to tell us in detail why you like it or why you don't like it, that's very appreciated. But when you come into our channels and just say, I hate it, never bring it back again, that isn't very valuable to us, because this is something we're actively working on. So your feedback is very valuable to us. Please come in and give it, and try to be as like meticulous as you can be, because it helps. It really does.
It's basically like we're trying to bring in a fun mode, and if something in there is not fun, let us know. Like,
Let us know what it is that's fun. Or
we
isn't
want to
fun.
make it fun. Skill ceiling or Orochi? Exactly. Okay, so I should probably just throw you an invite.
Yeah, whenever I invite you, they never get received. So
Yeah, I don't know. Probably have something wrong with my settings.
Is that Italian rolling smoke screen? Yes. So the Perfect 10 is based off of the model of Plymouth. But the premise is it is a significantly faster Plymouth with slightly less damage output. But it can reach some pretty nutty speeds. Both of the Racing Legends ships follow the racing theme. So they're both really, really fast. And the Destroyer, the Bulletproof, can reach some funny speeds, and it has rolling smoke, so you can be undetected while you're just sprinting at someone, basically. I will play something else since we only have 2 event ships. We'll space it out. I might play some Kansas.
Right, let's do it. I have an interesting perfect 10 build where I really focus on speed. You're
How
gonna
fast
see
can
that.
you get it?
I think with this build, I don't have speed inspirations, but without them, I'm like 45 point something knots. There are very few things in Legends as scary as a 45 knot Plymouth in smoke running straight at you.
45 knot Plymouth in a smoke cloud moving closer towards you
Yeah.
at them speeds.
There are two more things. First of all, the reason this is possible is because of the spoiler right here, because it adds some downforce so the ship doesn't fly. And on top of that,
Plymouth spoiler.
yeah, look at
I
that.
love it. It's horrendous, but it's amazing.
But
Someone's got a sense of humor.
the main like issue with me and this Plymouth build is that I'm actually not that good with a Plymouth.
How can you not be good with a Plymouth? What?
It's not my type of ship. But it's fun.
Yeah, they're just like they're following the theme, like Racing Legends. They gotta go fast. April Fool's event. We have the gotta go fast April Fool's event ships, and kind of just fitting because that spoiler is a spoiler.
Look at that.
Oh Lord, she coming. Oh brother, that's funny. The bullet or Y perfect 10. They're both fast. The bulletproof and perfect 10 are.
You can
are
play
super
the
fast.
bulletproof right after.
The thing about these ships are they're not intended to be super bust, insane win spree ships. They're just an alternative playstyle if you want to have something that's you can make meme builds with. They're definitely up there. Like that Rolling Smoke fast ship. I think the concept is just it's one of the ships of all time with that spoiler. Yeah. Well, you are out in the open. You are gonna get hit. That wasn't. Dude, how is he undetected? I was just spying him. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna hit a torp here because I'm getting a bit too excited with the
You're a bit
speed
too
of this.
speedy. You've gone way too. You've overextended.
Yeah, but that's fine because I also have a couple of. I got torped a bit there. Oh, look at that!
Oh.
Like,
Get him!
Imagine,
Get him!
like, can you imagine a Plymouth? Oh yeah, I got the Plymouth there.
It's like that Tyler One meme where he's like, It's like going straight at them.
Oh, I might bump into.
Hello, Skipper. Thank you for joining us. 40 knot Colorado would be amazing. That would be definitely one of the ships of all time.
40 knot Colorado for next
Can you
for
imagine?
next racing event.
Can the division limit be raised to 4? So, no, and I'll tell you why. Divisions are, unfortunately, significantly more likely to win. It's a fact. And if we had divisions any higher, where it was like 4 or 5 people, it would contribute most of the team. Like a division on its own, just the ability to have 3 people on a flanking communication is really, really strong. But the reason why we have divisions is because people like playing with their friends, and we get it. So it's just a case of limiting it, so you guys can still have fun with your friends, but not so you're ruining everyone else.
Well, switching over to you.
I'm not doing too great. I've only just started shooting at people because your smoke was stopping me seeing people. But you got the destroyer though, which is kind of helpful.
a lot of the stats are changed with Perfect 10 in relation to Plymouth. You need to be careful of how you need to be careful of overextending, I think, which I'm not that good at, especially when the
It's
purpose
so
of
fast.
the purpose of the Civ is I am speed.
I am speed.
Yes, so finding the balance there is key, I think, and I currently don't have the balance. Good speed though.
I made the calculations, but boy, am I bad at math.
Yeah, this Leon when Leon destroyed me was like, yep, the good kill, but good speed though. Hello, people.
I have the Baltimore undetected to my left, is on the wall border somewhere. And I've got this lion just... Yeah. I could try and ram one of them, but... I guess I'm probably going to have to. It's the only way I see myself trading with any of them here. I have Arthas the Cold though, and he's giving me that broadside. Oh, he's turning in now, sad. Can I get the shot off though? Oh no, it's turning too quick. But that lion rudder is rapid, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Got like a rather big.
British ship lion, can you imagine?
Yeah.
We will show the destroyer after this game. We're trying. Okay, I got his turret, so we can't shoot him. Ah, no, I don't want to ram the low health one. I want to get the full health one. No. No, that's not gonna be a good trade here. Damn. Oh. You don't have any skill here, I'm afraid. There's no sailing Robin to carry the stream for us. So
Yeah, we need to find a way. We need to find a way.
You're gonna see some things in this stream, I think.
Yeah, it's gonna be the next couple of games are gonna be very interesting, especially with the fact that I'm gonna try and playing bulletproof now.
Look at the exhaust on bulletproof. Is it the back?
Aye. Okay.
Yeah.
So I do have a very speedy and I guess I was trying mosquito brutes with blue Furiora, but I'm not sure if that's the best. So maybe I'll just go for yeah. Okay. So
I'm gonna be the real speed, dude.
where are we playing?
I'm gonna.
Okay.
I don't know. I think these camos are really funny. Like, I think they're hilarious. I don't mean funny in a bad way. I like them a lot. The exhaust. Yeah. So now when you're like running full secondary build and you're just like full sending it at a destroyer, they're gonna see just this intimidating look.
It's like the yellow in the front and the
It's very fluorescent. See the light reflecting off of it. Maybe if I change the port real quick, because I think there's one of the ports that has like a really good, like almost like light tracing. Is it Marcel?
Guess it has a V8. I think that's way more than a V8.
Can you imagine? Yeah, I think it's this one with the really good light rays. Yeah. Those are the light rays of all time. Yeah. Yeah. The velocity stacks on the Gneisener. German battleship players will enjoy. I'm not a big fan of German battleships, but I'm sure I'll see a couple of them on the higher seas. It's like a V420. So you guys are getting it. It's April. You're supposed to mess around and joke around and not be serious for once in the full year. Well, it is unironically, like, I honestly think I could probably rock this camo when it's not April. It is one of the camos of all time. Like
I don't think I have that camo actually.
It's in the store, but I think you do. It's Gneisener now. I'm pretty sure I gave it
Ah,
to
it's
you.
Gneisener now. Okay. I thought, yeah.
Yes.
Never mind.
Orochi's favorite ship, Minotaur. Is the Minotaur your favorite ship?
Well, I don't know about favorite ship. I did say it was my favorite ship, but it's definitely the ship that I'm really good at. For now. Otherwise, I usually play battleships like Yamato. I play a lot of Montana as well.
Montana. That's a hot take.
Yeah.
I like Stalingrad a lot. It's probably my favorite. If not Stalingrad, I would say Kansas.
Kansas, I haven't played a lot. To be honest.
Kansas, I know it's not a premium, but it's amazing. Kansas is just incredible. I think it's too strong, to be honest. But it hits really, really hard, and especially when you get the new commanders that you can put on it.
The flames make it go faster. Yeah, someone gets it.
I wonder if you could run a. Honestly, I'm tempted to run a speed build on this and just drag race Gneisen. Imagine. Reduces the HE spam. People think you're already burning. This man gets it. We need to hire this man right now for the team, the game design team. HE spam is not a problem if you paint flames on everything.
Iowa is also really nice. But I don't know, the Montana. It's like the ship.
Problem is, I don't actually reach any of these ships. I can reach the Brandenburg. Someone targeting you. I'll pass it on to you because you're the one that's playing the unique ship.
Yep.
What a meme, that Z23.
Little bit.
Watch out for that cruiser.
Nah, no way.
His guns are turning. Oh, no. I don't know what it is, Akatsuki. Someone killed him before I could. Yeah. Kansas almost got me a Kraken last night. I'm not surprised.
Okay, let's turn to C, see what's going there. I see a Benham.
What I've noticed is there's a lot of destroyers this game. I have one on my right somewhere.
Yeah.
I need to kind of run, I think.
And then Benham might spot any torps, but better be safe with it.
That's gonna hurt. Yikes. Double fire on me. Yeah, I'm being shot a lot. And the ship that is being played by Rachel right now, you can get for free if you participate in the event. What you'd have to do though to get the required tokens without paying would be to complete all of the challenges and to maintain top 1% in the game mode itself. But you can get it for free if you commit enough to it.
It's not easy, but
Yeah, it's not easy, but you can do it.
yeah. Oh, I hit something. Okay, there's a destroyer here.
I have not had, dude. I have literally 0 damage. Everything I've shot at, my shells have ricocheted, shattered, or bounced, and I've just been getting HE farmed by ships out of my range.
We have the C cap. There's a destroyer in front of me who has already taken a torp. Can I get another torp? Maybe?
I don't like being up tiered in Gdaisen. Not if it gets like Brandenburgs, not
two
poggers.
poggers, yeah.
Not poggers.
Torps, no. Should have waited.
It's super poggers either. I can't play German battleships. I don't have the tenacity for them. French battleships I can play, Soviet I can play, British I'm pretty good at, but
No. Go speed, go speed.
I just I can't suss the Germans out.
torps look good. And we are okay on the sea cow.
Kid is shooting at me.
Nice, nice,
Oh, Fletcher. Okay, I
nice.
see him.
Right. I see you, Fletcher.
I've put shots on him if they land. I don't know. One did.
No, rather.
Like, everyone's saying that they look at the stats for Bulletproof and go, oh, it's weak, but you've got this Fletcher running, the kid is scrambling to support him, and you're in rolling smoke.
Not for long. Okay, let's try. In case the kid gets any fun.
I think he has a few. He's still HE spamming me, though. If you could shoot him, that'd be appreciated.
Wait, the Fletcher is. Can't the Fletcher is way too juicy. Double shot. Should be down Fletcher. If I can also aim, by the way, that's kind of important. No aim.
I'm just trying to stay alive.
Yeah, I think I didn't do a good job here. Maybe I get this. I get with the last salvo. No.
I have a horrendous job. Every salvo I fire, my shells form a perfect arc around the target, or don't penetrate.
I'm just not playing a lot of German destroyers, so yeah, I'm not familiar with the arcs. When I play destroyers, I usually play Japanese ones.
Every time. I shoot. I think I'm running a brawler build on this, and it just, when you get up tiered, brawler builds aren't exactly the most poggest thing because everything is out of your firing range, and then they're just pummeling you, overmatching you. But I'm hoping I can pressure these destroyers a bit at least. Just slowed right down.
In all things considered, this game went a lot better. Okay?
Yeah, the team held the objectives really well.
The team being probably me, not being in a perfect 10, running into the cap 4 kilometers away from enemy destroyers. Yeah. I was the better blue team member. Or green team, I guess. Double strike on a Tirpitz?
Yeah.
Nice. Secondaries too?
No, it's like even when I penetrated the Tirpitz, I didn't do that much damage in the scheme of things. Like I can try and get a full salve off here. I don't think I'll kill him. Yeah. No.
Okay, so battle is almost over. Do you guys want to see any other ship, or should we go back to a couple more races?
We have a little bit on the stream left. We have like 40 minutes. If I can just hit something. I swear, I can't. Some people swear by German battleships, and I just don't get it. Like, the secondaries are great, sure, but I feel like the purpose they serve is just giving everyone else damage. Unless I run a full accuracy build, because I think it's a secondary. No, this is, oh, okay, it's a hybrid build I'm running right now.
Okay,
Makes
so
sense.
guys, racing or another perfect 10 speedy
There were some comments earlier asking to show your commander build for Perfect 10.
up perfect 10. Okay, so let me just pull this up real quick. Yeah, so I have yeah, main battery reload time basically, and then it's just some speed, some steering. That's it. It gets up to 45 knots, like 45.1, 0.2, something like that. Rudder is pretty fast. If you can kind of... Oh wait, I changed something.
Oh no, my build.
Yep, I changed something. But yeah. You wanna do racing, guys?
Oh, you know, I'm gonna do a race. I'm feeling a race. We have one stream for Racing Legends right now, I think. Unless there's others planned. So I'll do a race.
Let's do a race then.
I've been pushed down again. I was 11th. Someone's pushed me down to 12th. So if I... okay. So it's looking like... Yeah, the person who pushed me down has basically secured that position by getting the maximum amount of points. So I'm going to have to gain first on the finals. And then if I do first on one more final, that's the maximum points I can possibly earn. So we're going to try and get first on the finals, I think, in Max's leaderboard position on stream. What I might actually do real quick is I kind of want to... The soundtrack for Racing Legends, like, unironically slaps. So I'll get the... I'm not a particular fan of the menu music, so I'm going to keep the menu music muted, I think. Come to racing and waiting in the garage and stream snipe me. Not using National Plus. I don't think so. I don't think so right now. No. Well, it's disappointing that you can't race while in a division. The problem is, if you race in a division, it'll be easier to boost.
Boost plus how you both use your consumables.
Yeah. It's just a super fast matchmaking, super fast race, like in and out, 10-minute adventure, 5-player free for all.
Haven't lost in racing yet. I might will take your spot final.
I mean, go ahead.
You can try.
I'm not saying. Like, there are players a lot better than this. There's a few names that I've played against a few times that I recognize that keep beating me.
And I think players are going to get a lot better as they get more practice on the maps, which in turn will make getting to the final and actually finishing first quite a bit harder.
Okay, so as I mentioned, it's easier to hit torpedoes on this segment than it is on any other, so I'm going to just boost here and then just rely on the complexity of the corners later on to try and dodge torpedoes. As long as I'm out of their torpedo range for now, they don't really have many ways of slowing me down as long as I stack repairs. So can you? I'm trying to read the comments as I'm playing. It's not working.
Can you put digits on the setting level someday?
You mean like on the audio and things, so you can see like
I think that's. I think that's it. Yeah, for audio settings and such. Yeah.
Never say never, I guess, but it's a case of like it's relatively small development teams. If you pick something like that over the other UI improvements, it's sort of like what's the time versus impact on this kind of improvement.
German battleships are the best. They actually get into the fight while all others are 20 kilometers away from the battle.
I mean, yeah, that is the purpose of the German battleships.
I think in German battleships, I play a lot of them, and I've played a lot of Schlieffen as well, is that you again need to find a balance. Like, you need to be a bit more ahead, get your secondaries involved, maybe, I wouldn't even say the torpedoes, unless you're going for like a heavy push.
Well,
how's it going?
I wasn't paying attention, I was looking at the chat, and I was in the west corner of the game.
But yeah, on the German battleships, you need to find the balance. You cannot go all in, full ham, 1v6, 1v, like, you cannot face the entire enemy team on your own. You're gonna get slapped. But if you find the correct balance, range, where you can pick your fights, understand how much damage you're receiving, how much damage you're outputting, then they're pretty sweet. I actually enjoy them.
German battleships are a playstyle. I'm not a fan of them, like playing them myself, and but I don't particularly play them very well either. German battleships as a whole are just incredibly proficient at securing objectives and just having this really like intimidating area of denial. If you're a destroyer player and you're having an objective contended by a German battleship, all you can really try and do is rely on your concealment and torpedo them. But if you have like radar cruisers and things on the other enemy team also doing their job, supporting the Brandenburg, you can have a Brandenburg lock down like an entire area of islands.
But
Same for Gneisenau.
they are way better when you're actually working with your team. Like going to a cap alone versus 3 destroyers, a cruiser, and 2 battleships. Yeah, you're not gonna have fun. But if your team actually follows you, gives you the support you need, yeah, they can be extremely effective.
Also, because of the tailback, they're very proficient at close range. Like it's very difficult to sit it on one when they're like within their effective range, basically. So
plus, a lot of them also get torps. So if someone gets too close, they get the good news.
Hard hitting torpedoes as well.
Yeah.
Actually, this when I play battleships, I tend to play Kansas. I like Richelieu. I like Lion. I like Warspite and Hyuga, although those are very strong tier 5s. I have very long, one of our CCs, the Monk, I have quite lengthy discussions with him on the regular because he's team Hyuga and I'm team Warspite. And we're always arguing which one is like the meta pick for tier 5. But the truth of the matter is they're both just so competitive that it's difficult to say. Warspite has the overmatch on Hyuga, but Hyuga has that main battery reload booster, which is like arguably the strongest consumable in the game. So
what do you guys think about the German battleships, by the way, or any battleships in particular? The tier 5 Hyuga versus Warspite, so much.
Brandenburg giveaway. There are no giveaways this stream, I'm afraid. Okay, so I have to place top 3 in this one. That's all that really matters. And it's on the circuit, which is a yikes.
You just have to get a lay of the land before you push. Yeah, that's true, because a lot of the times you push into a cap and there's a destroyer 4 kilometers away, and good luck with that. Like, no amount of smart dodging is gonna help you.
No amount of brain power. So I have quite a lot of repairs, which is nice. Honestly, if you can get into first on the wall riding section where everyone's wall riding, it doesn't matter if you have repairs or not, because every time they blow your engine, they just get stuck behind you anyway, and they can't overtake. There's no overtaking. The trick is to be first when you hit the wall, and just don't have anyone hit the wall in front of you. Is what I've found. This one, I don't have any like strong racing line for this course or any particular advice. But I think you have the better racing line in this course than me, to be honest. I think if me and you were in a race, you'd probably beat me.
I think, like, obviously a lot of people like to wall ride, but like I saw on the stream as well, I didn't wall ride almost at all, and I still won by a considerable margin. So I guess there are a few strategies in this one.
I definitely think you're more competitive on the circuit map than I am.
Perfectly balanced.
I think I'm quite proficient on the sprint map. I win most of the races on the sprint map.
Warspite better than Hyuga? Well, when we get training rooms, we're going in one room. Gonna find out.
Is that a call out live? I'm gonna get you. Must be hard for you community managers to show such an unfun mode. To be fully transparent with you, I don't enjoy the circuit map as much as I prefer the sprint map. The sprint map I actually really enjoy.
I enjoy the circuit. I might look very hyper-focused while playing it, and that's because I am. Because the ships are going way faster. You need to be way more careful of where you turn, how you handle your speed. Yeah, all these things.
I think the sprint map is there's room for overtaking. There's room for consumable usage. You can get through the whole thing without hitting a wall if you're efficient enough. I think the sprint map encourages a lot more healthy racing, and I think there is actually racing to be had on the sprint map. Whereas, if anyone here watches Formula One, I think this circuit map has the Monaco effect, and that's because the racing line is pretty much against the wall because of the design itself of the track. There's very little room for overtaking in most of the map, where even if you do use your consumables to blow their engine, you're going to be stuck behind them anyway. So I wouldn't say the mode is unfun. If I was to pin anything, I'd say more my personal opinion is the circuit mode is unfun. But the sprint map I enjoy a lot. I mean, that's why I've played enough to be, 12th in the world right now. Like, I really enjoy the sprint map, which does appear more. It's literally hard-coded to appear more often than the circuit map, so... We'll see.
Also, guys, I see a few Greeks in the chat. Try to speak in English, so boss can also understand. Αλλά ναι, καλησπέρα. Ελπίζω να είστε όλοι καλά.
Greek stream when?
Greek stream when?
I have to have a chat with a community lead on that one. Maybe he'll approve.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was first in this one. It's only the finals that matters, though. Like, the quarterfinals and the semi-finals don't adjust my leaderboard anymore. I have to win the finals. If I get even second place, it means nothing. So I'm really hoping I get the sprint map for the finals.
We'll get this one.
Please. Whenever they all pass. I think we're going to be waiting the full minute though, because someone has left. So.
Or is stuck.
And I prefer the one that turns more than the speed one, especially for the sprint map. So.
I can make the Greek stream happen, Orochi.
Please put Brandenburg for GXP. This is honestly not new feedback. I've seen this a lot. I wouldn't say it's out of the realm of possibility. There's no plans to right now, but I'd say never on that one.
It's not likely, but again, not impossible.
Yeah. Monthly newsletter. Hang on, monthly newsletter is every update now. Yeah, we try to push out whenever we do like an update of some kind. We usually send, not all the time, but we do very often send out newsletters for each update.
You should have longer race for final. So you mean like more laps, I guess?
Okay, the final, the one that matters. Please give me the sprint map. Please give me the sprint map. Because when it only match makes you with people in the finals, everyone's pretty good. And the circuit map when everyone's pretty good is horrendous. Because everyone's just like torpedo banging you every time you leave a corner. And it's like, ah. Okay, we got the sprint map. Good. Now I just have to play well.
Chad, you can give him energy by typing 1.
Okay, so they're all speed boosting right at the start, which is brave considering that can just shockwave your wall, break your speed boost.
Ha ha ha. You can love it.
I had to burn a repair, which I don't like this early. Yeah, so he had the wrong racing line. Guy in front got shockwave. Yeah, I'm going to speed boost. Everyone has popped their repair. The guy just used his speed boost. Nice to dodge the top. Okay, so.
There is no code or giveaway in this stream.
Giga try hard mode. I'm not looking at the chat at all until I win this race.
No,
Oh no, and I've got no repair, and shockwave got me. Oh, there goes my lead from the speed boost.
There are a couple of mean corners on the circuit. Yes, and there are some points where if you get torqued or shockwave, you might get a bump on the islands.
Oh, come on. So this is why you speed boost early, because otherwise you're just within the range of the bloody shockwave for everyone else all race. And first place will just pull a tremendous lead while the guy in second just gets banged over and over again by shockwave. I have a repair right now. The guy took the corner very wrongly, which allowed me to catch up, to my surprise, because he could have probably won that if he didn't make that mistake. All I have to do is avoid torpedoes, but they're all behind me now, so it's not looking very promising right now. I've only got one repair. Please give me a repair. Okay, cool. 2. We're in the comfort zone now. That's fine.
Why the crawling smoke became the smoke, I guess, for the next for the new race event ships? Well, the new ships that come along with the racing legends mode are a bit different. They have their stats tweaked. They're a lot faster, and that's, I guess, the whole point of them being a bit more race stylish. And yeah, the crawling smoke was one of the changes that came with it. I guess not crawling smoke, or like exhaust smoke. Very much miss the old history streams you guys did. Will we ever have another one of those for the next historic series?
Any questions for Prince Blitz?
Could be, yeah.
What? Yes, there we go.
You won?
Yeah, we won.
Nice.
I can look at the chat again now. Woo! I thought I was going to lose that at first. If that guy didn't make the mistake on that corner, he probably could have won that. How do you determine what ships to bring from PC? And this will be our gameplay design team that can answer this. To be honest, I really don't actually have the slightest idea. I think they tend to look at the PC ships and try to decide what is healthy for us, what is unhealthy. So, for example, we have like no plans whatsoever to introduce Thunderer. It's on the list of like firm no right now, from my understanding. But
there are a lot of ships that are not likely to come into Legends, but I guess because they are different games.
At least
similar.
for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, for the foreseeable future. Like they're similar games. They're not exactly the same. So, we guess we are looking into what would be best to implement.
I mean, Thunderer could come in the future. There's just no plans for it right now. It's, again, for everything, it's never say never, right? But they do try to some degree to kind of see what there is. Hang on. Wait, 4th. We did
You
it.
actually made 4th?
Yes, we did it. Oh.
Guys, the real World of Warships is in our tweets. Oh my God.
We're being
We're being
inspected
sniped.
by the big game. Yeah.
Is
So-
the Plymouth, I guess, the Perfect 10 extremely strong? I can tell you it's extremely fast.
Plymouth is very fast.
Yeah.
Very, very fast.
Okay.
Well, that
So-
was, I think, I'm happy with that result. There's no point me playing any more Racing Legends today anyway, because I physically can't. I have to score over 1,250 to contribute now, which you physically can't get. So I'm good.
Okay, should we do another battle with like Perfect 10 or Bulletproof?
You can.
Or
Yeah.
Atlantico? Whoever was in the previous stream that I was in knows that I really like Atlantico.
Also, about the question earlier, they said why rolling smoke on the new ships. I just think that between rolling smoke and traditional smoke, rolling smoke suits the theme much more. Like these ships go really, really quick. They can go in the smoke will move with them. Kind of just encourages the whole theme of sailing straight at something. But back to the previous question with game design, we could probably ask them and maybe get a proper answer for you on a future stream. But they tend to look at what models are available, what PC are doing, and then when they're looking at the ships, they're sort of looking at what they think would benefit the game and what would kind of be counterintuitive. We do have lists of things we would like to both introduce and also to at least avoid for now until we have like a different playstyle. I think as you introduce more and more ships, the playstyle will always evolve, and there are some ships that are, like I see in the comments now, what else is a firm no? It's not the Thunderer is a firm no, as in it's never going to happen. It's just I can tell you, at least for now,
It's just not likely.
we really don't have any plans as of right now to introduce Thunderer, just as we have no plans as of right now to introduce submarines. But it's never say never. Like, these things could always come in the future, and they could always be added to the plans in the future. Just as of today, not right now.
I also have, I do have the unofficial, aka wrong answer why we have exhaust smoke generator.
Okay.
It's because the engine is so like overpowered and so like strong and working overtime that it just produces a lot of smoke.
All the horsepower.
Yeah, yeah, that's absolutely like 100% dramatic.
Okay, have you invited
That's
me?
the unofficial wrong answer. Okay, so another battle.
Yeah, invite me.
Okay. Did you get the invite?
No. Maybe leave the division and make a new one. That does sometimes happen,
Yeah.
unfortunately. I can also go into looking for division in-game.
No, I think you should get it now.
Yes.
Yeah, got
I get it now. Awesome.
nice. Okay, I will do another perfect 10 game, but I will be a bit more cautious with a gift of speed that I'm given.
Okay, what am I going to play in tier 7?
You can play perfect 10 if you want, and I'll play some Atlantico.
It's up to you.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't think you've played one of the ships.
I don't
yet.
actually think I have a build on Perfect 10 right now, so it's going to be a few minutes, but we can... Oh, I do have a build. Okay, perfect. Well,
Does it outspeed the exhaust smoke? Zara had that problem in Brawl. I don't think it does, even if you build the absolute most speed you can. Wait, nope. I don't think you outrun.
the camouflage is very, very in your face this update. I can't get over that spoiler every time I see it.
So good. It's the downforce, I'm telling you, like, keeps the ship from flying.
Okay.
It's functional.
We have one of the maps of all time for a cruiser middle spawn.
Yep. Okay, so my plan would be to go towards A and do the funny with the secondaries.
Funny. Okay, I'll push A with you. Honestly, I'm not feeling holding B. I might, if our destroyer pushes, I might stick around just to assist. But I think in the grand scheme of things, I'm limited here, because if I just get cross-mapped by a battleship, it's going to be GG.
Are either of you fans of racing in real life?
Yes. Synchronized answer. Yes.
Yes, we are.
Mm-hmm.
I will have an Akatsuki at sea. Yeah, lightning. Okay.
Okay. It appears the lightning is coming with us, I think.
Yeah, I think B is gonna.
I don't like the idea of abandoning B, but I think the lightning has the same idea of pushing into A a bit. So.
Yeah. Any plans to add new legendary camos in the shop?
There are okay, so there are a few things in like design stages. Not gonna add any further information on that, but there are some cool bits in design phases right now, where they're kind of playing around and seeing what they can do. So regarding camos,
We will share more when something is confirmed to come.
yeah, when we have more like actual tangible news and not just like ideas, you'll hear something about it.
I'll switch over to you because I'm still in the phase of.
I'm trying to guess where they are because I mean.
Whoever was in my previous stream with Blip was like a couple of weeks ago. You know how much I love Atlantic.
Just damage farming an Eisenhower. Rip.
Yep.
Thanks.
Secondary time.
Dude, I'm just getting so much damage. Even like the perfect 10, even with its like reduced alpha, is still nutty. Because you have like all of the benefits of Plymouth. You have all of the strengths Plymouth has, but with its just like nutty speed and ability to basically deploy smoke wherever and just go. And like now I'm detected, I can pop my speed boost and just go. And I'm already 30 knots. Like off the gate. Already 30 knots. Like, yes, it has reduced damage alphas in comparison to Plymouth, but it just has the ability just to take off when it needs to.
Yep. Okay, the Ganizer now is no longer a problem, nor is the Tuscan. Yep.
Let's kill him, Tuscan. Is it secondary?
Yep. Okay, I'm going towards B. We have some teammates at the C cap that look like they need some help, so I'm starting to turn early.
Will the event tokens be converted into an in-game currency afterwards? So usually, I don't have the exact numbers right now, but it tends to be that after an event ends, like if there's an event currency, it's generally converted from 1 token or 1 event currency to 1,500 credits. That's the general conversion a lot of our events have used in the past. I don't have the exact numbers on hand right now, but I can find out. If you message me on Discord or ask me, or reach out to me on Reddit or somewhere, I can ask the gameplay design team tomorrow morning and get you an answer. But if I was to make an educated guess based on previous events, I would say it would be 1 token to 1,500 credits.
Okay, this battle just turned a bit more exciting.
Yeah,
we're outnumbered.
I'm currently surrounded by like the carcasses of the enemies right now, trying to just squeeze through them all. But yeah, the enemy have indeed turned the tide.
Okay. There are 2 destroyers. Oh, Benson. Okay, so gonna switch to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna
need to play this
as well.
Perfectly. Okay, we need to play this perfectly.
I fired shots out. I don't know if they'll hit or not because they're quite distant. They're looking like they're gonna. Oh.
Now we turn. We
got one shot.
the torps, right?
Right.
Oh, the Azuma is very brave here.
I may not always have the answers to the questions, guys, but if you send them to me, I can get you answers.
Okay, we dodged 3 of them. It's gonna be quite an interesting.
If you avoid the Strasbourg, I can take him as he tries to push you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a Bismarck.
It's a Bismarck. Two guns facing me. I should have that one. Strasbourg was not as bad as I expected. Bismarck is
Oh,
fine.
Victoria's there as well. Oh dear. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm probably my lost. I'm gonna dip. Damage farm, I think.
Completely fine. Everything is going fine, guys. There is not a worry. Oh, is that a worry? Does that have something I do? No, I don't. It's fine. I only take 1.
I'm spotted. Oh no! I'm broadside. Yeah, Victoria just no fund me. Oh, they're withdraw right now. Oh dear. Luckily, I was able to accelerate out.
That was quite excellent. I'm still not out of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still out of it. Proceeds to be immediately out of it.
Yeah. They were closer than I expected. What I missed, big news, you missed everything. Everything. We shared everything, what's coming into the game. You missed it all. I'm joking.
That's like, because we're actually going to start looking for some big news. It's not. Dude, this Vitara Venator is scary because that. Oh, the Rip Destroyer. Get him! Get him! Quick! There we go. Right. Benson is running. Yeah, I'm not going to get shot on Benson. It's going to pre-fire tops over there. Maybe I'll hit something, maybe I won't. Come on, Benson. How are you shooting at me? You're not being spotted. There we go. Oh, hello. Oh, okay. Well, that really, really hurt. Thank you, Bismarck. I appreciate you. Okay. Bismarck is just gonna get me, and there's nothing I can do about it, to be honest.
Maybe get some torps off. Do you have torps on that side?
Yeah, I do right now.
Well,
And you got me.
yeah. It's fine. I think we play too much racing and we're on a different mode, you know, like trying to find exclusives.
I have been playing a lot of racing, to be honest.
Yeah. Okay, so I think we have time for
One more game.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have one more game in us.
Okay, so
Where did I place that game? Because I thought I did pretty well. Oh, okay, cool.
I think I'll go bulletproof in this one.
Bulletproof?
Yeah.
Okay. What am I going to play? What can complement a bulletproof for the final game of the day? You know what? I'll let people pick. Pick any
You decide.
tier 6 premium in the game. And why is it Charles Hughes?
Very compelling argument.
Pick something and I'll play it for the final game of the day. Tier 6. Show Helena skin. Okay, I'll quickly show a Helena skin before we progress. Yeah, shot.
Play tier 4. Maybe not this time.
Maybe this port isn't the best example. Hold on. Let me change the port real quick.
Have Sarnhorst, a lot of Sarnhorst, Atlanta, Charles Hughes.
Charles Hughes, yuck. I would say that the Helena camo is not as speed as all the other camos with like
it's not
racing
very
stripes
speed.
and numbers.
It's not speed enough.
Yeah. Okay, so Atlanta, Boise, is Perfect 10 the fastest cruiser in the game? I'm not sure.
I
don't think so.
highly doubt that.
I don't think it is, but it's definitely fast and has a speed boost.
Especially for a Plymouth, it's way too fast.
Benham, Kidd, Scharnhorst. So of all of the picks, I see only one of every other suggestion and 2 Scharnhorsts. So
And a Belfast, no?
I guess there's only one person at Belfast, so it's looking like it's Scharnhorst. They heard me before saying how much I hate German battleships, so now they're making me play German battleships.
Suggest a ship for me. German battleship.
Yeah. Okay, great. Do I
Need
go?
more spoilers. Yes, that's indeed true.
I don't know what commander to play. Do I go accuracy or do I go brawler build?
Of course you play Brawler. Yeah, Pickle is trying to get you to play Tiger.
Tiger. You know what? We'll go full secondary build Scharnhorst. Why not?
Secondary meme build.
I'll put on a flag. Which flag should I put on? I'll rep the Reddit community flag for a change, for a game. And a secondary, Okay, everyone's saying Tiger. Alright, back out. They're all spamming too late.
Did I
Too late, boys. We tried. Everyone started spamming Tiger after I picked a ship. Oh well, maybe next stream. So now I have a tangible excuse why I'm not.
Yes,
Yeah.
so in the next stream, whoever is streaming, for no reason, ask them to play Tiger. Easy.
Cossack full secondary build. Got some comedians in chat today. Honestly,
No one voted for Tiger. No, people voted for Tiger, but not fast enough.
Yeah, you voted Tiger after I'd already determined people had voted Scharnhorst, so you weren't fast enough. Okay, well,
Keeping with the theme of today's live stream, which is speed, yeah, I'm quite disappointed.
let the Tiger ask me anytime. Fair enough. I'm not a fan of Tiger myself. You either love it or you hate it. I'm not a huge fan of it.
I remember one time we were doing a trio stream. I don't know if you remember who was on the stream. We took 3 tigers and proceeded to kind of cosplay as a minotaur.
What?
Yeah.
I don't think that was me.
It's a banger stream.
Banger stream. Was that like the Power Rangers assemble where they merge into one giant unit?
Yeah.
There's all of you together in one smoke to make a minotaur.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of funny, actually. Like, why am I being shot at by a minotaur in tier 6?
So what is this? What did they do? Oh no, what
The 39. Oh my god, he might. He might talk.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
I'm turning.
He did the funny. He got torped. Start the game.
Yep.
Yep, he did the funny.
No one expects.
Honestly,
The bulletproof.
bulletproof is actually pretty strong, you know? That speed, no one expects you to be that far in that early. You just catch people off guard.
It's like, what is this? Did he teleport to sea? Yeah, so we get this cap. I hope there are not...
He was saying.
My third eye saw this. Oh, a hood. Hello, hood.
I hope there are no torpedoes. Giant suit enemy wave of torpedoes.
Okay, I don't feel very safe here.
I'm pushing to support. Mackinson is like just full sending it around.
What is that?
What you're spotting. Oh,
Oh,
Benson.
Benson.
That's who's trying to top you right now. You gonna take one? No.
No.
You're fine. Oh, okay. North Carolina's chilling as well.
Also, it's loaded.
And the hood. Okay. And the Mackinson's on my broadside. Okay. Fuso. Okay, I think this might be a bit dangerous to stay here.
Let me do a quick.
Who did you torp?
I torped just in a general direction.
Oh,
To
okay.
leave some. Makes a weird turn.
Casting a net, I guess.
Yeah,
See if you
yeah.
can catch fish. Kiev is burning to death. Just put it out. Oh no, Fuso shell. This is going to really sting. No. Okay, I'm fine. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, if I push around this island, I can use the island to separate me from the battleships on our flank, and I can just push.
Yeah, and I can also push behind you, and you will shield me from all fire. Is that teamwork?
Look at this. It's like out of a movie. I'm being escorted by 2 DDs right
Yeah.
now. Like in formation. I'm just trying to push. I'm gonna see the torpedo net come out of nowhere and take all 3 of us any minute now. Just
No, this would never happen. Right?
clearly not played enough legendary tier. Insert wall of Shimakaze torpedoes.
I think.
This HUD is
Yep.
just not expecting this. Let's do it.
He's not taking it.
Let's do
Probably
it.
switch to April.
Rip HUD. I'm sorry, HUD. He just was not expecting. He's panicking.
Yeah.
He's trying to get out.
What is this? Successful push.
That was a very successful push. We like crippled their full health hurt.
Okay, pushing forward as well.
I think he's trying to scramble to will to rebuild range. I think he's made it as well. But I'm gonna keep pushing because I think I can.
Yeah, I'm behind. I also have smoke if it gets.
The North Carolina's pushing. I think no, they're both completely just going the other way now.
He's on your left.
Yeah, I'm trying to angle enough to bounce because Fuso shells really hurt, but it's not at this point. It's not a difference. Like my detection range is still significant enough where they can kind of push. I'm trying to kill a North Carolina and ram the Fuso.
No need to.
Dude, this push worked really well.
Look, I'm doing the speed smoke.
You're doing the funny.
Yeah.
I am the Paolo Emilio now. Dude, you're going so quick. How fast are you going?
Like 45, 46 knots?
He's turning away. He just sees the smoke of cloud getting closer and closer, like, oh no.
Those hit,
Yeah, they're going to hit. You've got him. And that's
Yeah,
why they have exhaust smoke, I guess. That right there. Yeah. Bonk.
Pretty good boat.
Did the funny.
Oh,
Yeah.
Benson. Yeah.
Go on, Panos. Go get him. Go on, Archie. Go get him.
Get him.
Get him. Let's do it.
Paolo Emilio flashback.
Paolo Emilio in tier 6.
In tier 6.
I am speed. I am detection.
Couple of shots, that would be pretty fun. Okay, I think.
Yeah, it is.
Yep,
Okay.
it was a good one.
This is a good game.
Orochi GP playing DD.
Orochi GPT, where did this name come from?
I had my Discord.
Oh,
the name
right,
was
okay.
Orochi AI. But it's fine.
Orochi AI.
Okay, guys.
Okay, so I'll put us on the big screen.
Yep.
There you go. Well, that was one of the streams of all time.
Yeah, it was a pretty fun one. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. I hope you guys also like this sip right here with the amazing spoiler that makes all the difference in the world. Yeah,
You memed a few people in Bulletproof. I made it top 10 in racing, which I don't think I'm ever going to do as good in Legends in anything else ever. I think it's the only thing I can do is a racing Legends apparently. But yeah,
it was a pretty good one. Okay,
stream with the boys.
so I think it's time. Who's doing the outro?
I'll let you do the outro this time. Have you done one before?
I think I did a couple.
Okay, you guys can rate his outro out of 10. Okay, I'm giving you the camera right now. There you go.
Okay.
Alright, thank you guys. Take care. Thanks for joining us.
Okay, so guys, thank you all for joining us today once again. Remember, you're asking for updates, you're asking for new stuff, all these things. Follow us in our socials, join the Discord, ask us questions there. We're also having a Supertest recruitment. You can join the Discord, get more information about that. It was a pretty fun stream. Hope you all had a great time. And yeah, see you next Monday.